skin growing more pale, the distant, listless gaze. In our efforts to protect Miss Mina, I'm afraid we had too literally kept her in the dark. This deeper part of the secret is she herself seemed unaware, a stranger to her own transformation.
Thank you all for coming. I will waste no time in making my point. And if you feel I talk above my station, let the magnitude of circumstances be my apology. This darkness, this silence between us must come to an end. We must work together with absolute trust, and there could be greater as a group than we are alone. I have these past 3 nights slept fitfully. I've heard noises in the dark, been plagued by disturbing dreams. You have been in search of the Count, so too I fear have I. I have no memory of it, but the marks are clear. Now you must tell me, is this how Lucy died? Through some maladventure involving the Count? Keep this from me no longer. Professor?
There are such things as vampires. They've been known everywhere men have ever been. The Nosferatu have the strength of 20 men, and the ancient ones, like that of our Count Dracula, are armed with the cunning of the ages. He can transform himself into a wolf or a bat, mist or fog, any form of nature which suits him. He throws no shadow, can be seen in no mirror, and for sustenance, one thing only, the blood of the living. And when his special pabulum grows plenty, he grows younger, his faculties stronger, his ghastly powers more vital by the hour.
And to those bitten, his hunger brings death?
Death of goodness, yes. But life eternal amid the damned. To those bitten repeatedly, as I pray you have not been, they become the very thing which afflicted them, the disciples of the night.
How could this change before me? She's pure of heart. She is.
So too, I'm afraid, was the Count. You see, I have studied him for many years. In life, he was a man of utmost virtue. Terror if it is, my friend. But this evil grows richest in a soul most pure.
You assured me she was safe here, Professor. You gave me a word.
His powers to this point have bested us, but we shall...
There's no more of our time. Tell us now, I beg of you. Is there no way to defeat this monster?
Well, there is a way. Dracula can do all these many things, but he is not free. He is shackled to the laws of the night. His power ceases. This is that of all evil things, at the coming of the day. Certain objects hold a telling power over him. The garlic you know of, the bread of the Holy Communion, the cross of our Lord, and the branch of the wild rose, which when placed on his coffin, holds to lock him steadfast within. He cannot enter any place at first unless someone who lives there bid him enter.
Meaning someone let him at Lucy.
And Avina.
And more to the moment, he must each day sleep in his native soil or he will die.
The ticket.
Exactly. That's what you heard of his castle. Boxes of Transylvanian soil being filled. Boxes that are here, now, in London.
The ship's log notes the Count's cargo as 50 boxes. Earlier today, in Carfax, the professor and I discovered 48 of them.
I sanctify the soil of each, making them of no use to the Count. Now when we find the remaining 2 boxes, we shall find the man himself. Now these words above all others. If we in this room fail, it is not a matter of mere life or death. It is that we become as him. Foul things of the night, feeding on the quivering bodies of those we love best. If we in this room fail, the gates of heaven to us are forever shut. Now look to your own hearts and answer. Are we to cower in the face of this adversity? Or are we, as Miss Mina so bravely stated, to rise up and hunt this wretch to his true death? Steadfast belief in science, fierce reliance on faith. We gathered hope that there remains light enough in us to dispel the darkness. We pledge our whole selves.
Amen.
We've now sealed either end of the death knell of the castle. So we must find the remaining 2 boxes, and upon their find, we must surely.
She's no strength below.
Nothing.
Quickly move her to the bed. She will help me in that. John, make the breakfast. She'll need the stains. We found and steady Mr. Parker. We were giving him the money. He's gone, sir. He's escaped.
Who?
Redfield, he's left the asylum.
Did he mention his master? Did he use that word?
Yes, he did.
He will lead us to the Count. Professor, you must come.
John, I can't leave you.
Professor, only you know his mind, and only you can confront him.
John, I can't.
Professor, time is of the essence.
Mr. Parker, you must be sure to.
Go, Professor.
Hurry now!
All day and all night do I wait, but nothing.
Professor?
Promises of bloody creatures teeming with life, but nothing.
Dr. Seward!
He's nothing but, not even a measly little blowfly, nothing.
Someone, come quickly!
I was to be yours, master. I was to serve you through the ages.
Is anyone there? Please help us!
I tried to warn them. I tried, but they won't listen. He's nothing but a wanton sailor with a cape. He will keep his promises to her. She will get her blood. She will get her life because she's beautiful. Because he can skewer her with his teeth.
Professor! Someone in here quickly!
But what of the rest of us? What of the great, unbeautiful multitudes, blessed only with honest devotion? It is we who love you most, more truly, more deeply than she. Master! Master! Please forgive me, Master. I will do your bidding. I will follow you to the end of the earth and beyond. Master! Master, forget that I, your servant, forget that I who love you. Master! Oh, Master, I knew you'd forsake nor die. I knew there was a place for me in your holy kingdom. A beautiful...
My beautiful flower.
What are you?
I have dined with kings. I have commanded nations. I have watched time chisel lines into the faces of young women. But time will not scar you with its hand. You are for the ages.
The rosary, Dina.
Toys! Why must you try my patience with your petty toys? I am not the weak man you met in Transylvania, Mr. Harker. Your gift of England has made me strong. I quite like it here. One could, it seems, return again and again and never get one's fill.
Stay away from her. Stay away!
Mr. Harker, you know how I prize civility. One more move, and I shall have her feed on your brains.
Let her be. Let her be, Rush.
And thank you for the use of your knife. It suits my purpose.
No, you won't. Ah! 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 Ah!
Yes, I quite like it here. Men of England live lives of order and reason. Not a ripple disturbs the still surface of their complacency. But standing water grows fetid, you see, giving rise to disease. The complacent man is my puppet. and his lover, my bride.
Why me? Only tell me, what have I done?
You are their treasure. You stir their dreams, leaving envy in your wake. All of them, Nina, not just your betrothed. All of them desire your love. And now you, their most beloved flower, are mine. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, kin to my kin, my beautiful, bountiful wine press. You are weak now, but here is strength. Here is sustenance. Here is life. Drink and be mine. I but whisper, come to me. You shall travel the ages and do my bidding. You will cross oceans of time.
My God!
Furious brute back!
What have you done to them?
Why, I've done all I can. Given rest to one, food to another, and heaven to a third.
Let her go!
The soil of your homeland has been sanctified. Box after box.
No!
Your coffin home has been destroyed.
You shall yet be sorry, each and every one of you. My revenge has just begun.
You've nowhere left to hide.
Eternity shall comfort me.
Your time is drawing.
The century shall be my home.
Truly, my soul waits upon God to come in my
Do not mock me with your foolish prayers.
We have to down his
Fate has made your lovers my jackals.
God is my
It has softened your throat for the hunger of my will.
Be moved. For the Lord God has spoken.
He has spoken, but he has not been heard.
What is there?
100 white wolves running towards the sea, and with each step becoming mist, fog, disappearing on the horizon.
What has happened?
It's safe now. He's gone.
Nina! What has happened to him? Answer me! His blood. Is this his handiwork?
Let them stay with me.
I'm hearing.
For years I wanted nothing more than access to the soul of a madman. Had I but known.
Amid this misery, we have learned something. Notwithstanding his powers, he fears us.
How can you say that?
He fears what? He fears time. If not, why his hurried escape? The destruction of his sword. Our plan, it's sound. The black box counting 49.
There's one left.
And this one I propose is for travel.
To where?
To where else? To his homeland. To the tribe we must have to survive.
Oh, Jonathan, I am unclean. You must never touch me or kiss me again. Such cruel fate that I am to be feared by you, whom I love most of all. There is poison in me, an insurrection in my soul that will lead God knows where. But this above all must you promise me, that if his influence wins me, if I am so changed that I enter the blackest parts of the world and become a beast such as he, you must kill me.
No!
Never.
Without remorse, without hesitation.
You're not asking
You
me.
must kill me. I'm infected by this enemy. His blood on my lips. His blood in my veins. And my blood in his. Dr. Seward,
What is it?
hypnotize me.
What?
You know the procedure, don't you? Lucy told me.
Well, yes, but I can't.
There is a way to find the Count's plans and thus track him safely.
And what would that be?
Through his own blood. Through me.
Yes. We have been blind, but Miss Vina has helped us to see. We too have powers. And let them now be marshaled against him. John, do as she says. And let us hear his thoughts from her. Mr. Harker, prepare passage. For it is you who, I suspect, have been to the place where we are going. To Transylvania. To the lair of the Count.
Look now. Deep within your mind. What is there?
Darkness, nothing more.
Another four of us heading east aboard the Orient Express.
I had the men write their wills before we left. This is no no idle precaution.
And now, what is there? The same?
Yes, darkness close at hand. A musty smell around me.
The Count in his coffin. It is working.
And beyond, the sound of waves still pounding and pounding.
Hypnosis reveals the Count traveling by boat.
So we proceed over land, by train, to try and reach Varna before he does.
Days later, and still the same.
No, there is a change. The waves have stopped. Now footsteps, voices.
He's reached the port.
We're here at Varna, waiting for him.
Where is he?
Searching the ship high and low.
Nothing.
But he has tricked us.
He has sailed to another port.
That is the trouble with hypnosis, my friends. It may work both ways. He may be able to hear her thoughts through us.
Water again, but not crashing, a softer sound.
He travels by river.
Yes, a river, that's it, that's the sound.
That's correct. I know from my travels. It runs around the Borgo Pass.
And to the castle!
I'll procure a ship and follow on the water.
Yes, and take Mr. Harper with you.
And what of Mina?
I shall take her to the castle.
If he gone mad?
She alone can lead us. She alone can take us to the heart of his crypt, where we shall effect his demise.
Not for the world will I let you do this. Not by heaven or by hell.
Say no more!
She is our greatest weapon in this.
Do you know what that place is?
I beg of you both, say no more!
Have you been in that hellish den where grisly shapes appear in every speck of dust?
Mr. Harker,
You have not felt his hungry lips upon your throat.
I take her there to save her!
Please, he is listening even now, and through me he can hear your every word. So you hold me in your hearts, say no more. From this moment on, tell me nothing.
Well, Mr. Harker?
Your own soul does this lie.
We are on the river now, Mr. Harker and I, following the Count's ship.
And the professor and I by wagon to the castle.
Miss Mina's internal struggle is unmistakable.
At sunrise, this weakness in me. But at sunset, this strength, this hunger.
I can see the vampire taking hold within her.
My mouth so dry. My gums sore from the force of my teeth coming alive in my mouth.
May God make us ministers of this monster's destruction.
What changes are here that my body welcomes what my mind most fears?
The Count's boat reached the shore now. Docking.
The castle is now in sight!
There's the box.
The box being attached to a wagon, hitched to a team.
And in the distance, a wagon! A wagon with no driver at its head.
Horses procured weed of chase. The last light of day fading.
We must take him to his coffin before the light fades.
We ride at a fury. We are racing the sunset.
At the castle door, his carriage stops.
His wagon pulls away, and there,
There before lies the object of our chase.
quickly, the sun is almost out.
Mina, what have you done with her?
Let us first settle with the Count before it's too late.
Professor!
Harker, help me!
The host. He cannot pass over the holy bread. Should he escape his coffin?
The sun is gone.
Quickly now, quickly.
Hurry.
The stake! Here!
No, Mr. Harper. 1, 2.
Now, Jonathan, I'm ready to marry you now.
Mina, save you, we can't.
Now, Jonathan, there are no secrets between us now. Ah! Here is the holy bread. If you truly love me, marry me now.
Away! Back away!
Mina!
Marry yourself to me.
Mina, God!
You are my bride.
Mina, be strong!
We shall travel the ages
God
together.
is my salvation and my glory!
Mina, no! No!
My strength and my refuge is in God! It is over! Our work has not been in vain!
What should I think how some sympathy prevented? His misery was the saddest of all. His soul too
What's in Twitter hell when he belongs?
Mr. Harper, let us be.
For someday I too may need such compassion. Would you then, had I been so guilty, deny salvation to me?
She is right. Our work is but half complete.
He must be to heaven sent. Now, and only now, is our work complete.
Watch your neck. Come. Baby, come.
God be praised. And may now you, Mina and Jonathan, be joined in his name. May these unholy hours serve only to strengthen your resolve. And may the light of heaven vanquish all fear, for now and forever.
It's gone. The skin, the hair, the bones, the very man himself, all turned to dust and gone.
God be praised. But there is no joy in such a victory. For the web of darkness is constantly being woven. From the ashes of conquest is born revenge. So we vow to remain vigilant. For what we have seen with our own eyes, heard with our own ears, shall stay with us forever. Not as a memory, but as living truth.